live. Like, literally the button was grayed out for so long. Like, I was like, okay, I want to go live now, and it was like, no. But here I am. I went live anyways. My art's really bad. My contact is like drier than the Sahara Desert, and I don't know why. And yeah. Happy birthday, Crow. You and I are both 18, but not for long, because I'm almost 19, so sorry to burst your bubble. You're a Taurus. That's my favorite sign. That and Cancer. Oh my gosh. That contact is really dry, and it's hurting my eyeball. Oh, I don't know why, but the word eyeball makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know why I just said it twice now. Really hurt my eye though. I wasn't kidding about that. Cancer, like the cancers, the water sign, I love them. I'm not just saying that because I have 6 Cancer in my chart either. Like, I genuinely love Cancers. I loved them before I knew I had all that Cancer in my chart. Just because, like, all Cancers are so wholesome and people hate them for what? Because they're jealous. They're not as cool as Cancers. I also really like Aquarius and Leo. Like, Aquarius and Leo are at my 2nd place. So yeah, I'm really good at conversations. All I do is go anyways or so. Yeah, that's how I talk to people. Laugh out loud. I am a Gemini too, just like you. And Draco is also a Gemini. One time I told him he was acting like a Gemini, and he was like, do you believe in that? And I was like, yeah, kinda. I mean, you act like a Gemini and you are a Gemini, so. And then he was like, of course you would believe in that stuff. And I was like, damn, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, guys, be quiet. I'm about to order.
Thank you for choosing Starbucks. How can I get started for you?
Can I get a grande vanilla bean with raspberry syrup?
Yeah, grande vanilla bean frappuccino with raspberry syrup. What else for you?
And can I get the Impossible breakfast sandwich if you're still serving that?
You said a Impossible breakfast sandwich and what else?
That's all.
Okay, perfect. We'll see you up here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was fast. I was speedy. I'm so fast, guys. You can talk again now, by the way. He literally does magic. How could he not believe in zodiac signs? I don't know. I asked him why he didn't believe in it, and he said, because I'm not a stupid bitch. And I was like, oh, okay. My name is Shelly, like your book character. I'm sorry. That's actually really cool. I remember you commented that on one of my TikToks, and then someone replied to your comment like, my name is Jessica. Or it was the other way around. I don't know. My memory is bad. My memory's really bad. What do you think of Libras? I honestly have no opinion on Libras. Like, I'm very neutral with Libras, just because I don't know many Libras. So, yeah. Didn't you regret cheating on Wake Up Call last time? Clearly not enough. Oh my god, hi Jonathan.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's me 11:11 today. Do you want a receipt?
No, thank you.
Okay. It takes just a minute.
No worries.
Okay, go ahead and take that out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Here's a straw for you.
Guys, total was an angel number. And it's the angel number I have a tattoo of. I just gotta tell y'all. That's why it's my tattoo.
Okay, there's the sandwich for you. Here's that frappuccino.
Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
And I knew that girl, but I was just finna pretend I didn't know her. I like recognized her and I was like, oh crap, I know her. And then I pretended I didn't. Oh, this sandwich is really hot actually. Ooh, I'm gonna let it cool down for just a second. Okay, literally my total was 1111 and my tattoo is 1111, so I feel like my tattoo fits because I literally get that angel number every day, at least once a day. At least once a day. Whether it's because I look at the clock at 11:11 in the morning, or if it's because my total is 11:11. Clearly, bro, didn't I? What are you doing? Why are you walking back and forth in front of a driveway? I don't understand. Like my cat. There's my sandwich, I guess. And now I have to wait. That's great. That's flippity flopping fantastic. I use different methods every time. Like whenever I shift to somewhere animated, I think I'm gonna use the non-visualization method that I created, but I usually use the shade method or the raindrop method. Y'all want some? Oh, it's so hot. It's hotter than I am, and I'm pretty sexy, so that's what I have to say about this sandwich. Oh my gosh, this red light is taking forever. So they can go, but I can't. I hate you guys. I hate all of you. Oh, I can go. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm sitting here screaming while I hate the other people who are going. Nobody even honked at me. That guy behind me was so nice. This is pretty good. Oh, but it's hot. What's your favorite type of sandwich? That is such a good question. I don't even know the answer. I'm gonna say because I'm a child in an adult's body. Maybe that's why everyone thinks I'm 14, is because mentally, I mean, I drink out of juice pouches. I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I love it when other people drive for me. So maybe I am a child. Maybe I am. I mean, okay, hear me out. When I was a kid, my parents were firm believers that I should drink water all the time, right? So when I was like young or whatever, I would drink water. I didn't get to drink juice pouches or eat Go-Gurt or whatever children do. So now I'm making up for it. I'm making up for the lost time. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna put you guys around right here. I told you guys I'd be right back. I'm here with Oscar the cat. Let's turn on a light. Wow, I can see in here. I don't put anyone on timeouts. If someone put you in a timeout, that's not me. You want a bagel? I know they have bagels at Walmart. Please. I was gonna get a bagel, but White Dog is closed, so. I went to Starbucks. Have you punched anyone in your DR? You think I punch people? No. I mean, I've accidentally hit people. I accidentally hit Hermione in the face, but not on purpose. I thought that was White Dog, my bad. Oh no, I wish. This isn't even a bagel, it's a breakfast sandwich from Starbucks. What do you think about the blank method? I think it's really good, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. I'm so hungry. Hi, how are you? I have a video on what all my favorite methods are. Bye, Sarah. Oh my gosh, finally I ate. I'm so hungry. Joke's on me. Actually, I'm still hungry. I don't have anything to eat though. I'm starving. In my Alina DR, probably when I almost kissed someone and then their brother walked in. That was really embarrassing. Yeah. Ew, Jack in the Box? Oh, I don't eat there. Not after what I know about them. Corrupt. I even shifted back to my Alina DR. I literally, the last few times I tried to shift back, I failed my shifting attempts, so that's just my sign to take a break from shifting there, I guess. Spill the tea on Jack in the Box. Please, that video would be 10 hours long. I know so much crap about Jack in the Box. So much crap about Jack. It's not good. Because of everything I know about them, I can't eat that food without knowing the things that happen behind the window. I used to work at Jack in the Box, so I'm telling you right now, as a person who worked there, you shouldn't eat Jack in the Box. Like, you shouldn't eat Jack in the Box. I'm telling you that. Like, I worked there for 2 years. Okay, let's just start off with the fact this company is so corrupt. People who worked at Jack in the Box with me, if you're watching this, all I really have to say is you done did it to yourself. But basically, when I started working there, everything was going really fine. I started working there when I was 16 years old. A minor, a whole ass child. Let me remind you, I was a child at 16. So I started working there, right? And it's going pretty good for a while. And then they started like being really mean to me. They started screaming at me, cursing me out, calling me slurs that I did not like being called. And then they're like, you know what? This is why minors shouldn't work here. So then they get this one supervisor. He's pretty bad, right? Pretty bad. He also calls me slurs. He's the worst of them. Literally throws stuff at me while I'm working. Like, I'm literally back here trying to work. And then they get mad at me because I wanted to take a break to eat food. And they literally taught me how to have an eating disorder. Like, they taught me how to have one. And then they told me I couldn't take any more breaks. So then they like took my breaks away from me, taught me how to do that. And I still had to serve customers. So I don't eat at Jack in the Box because I'm like, I don't know what you guys are doing to that poor person up front because I've been there before. And then, so I switched shifts to graveyard and I still didn't get breaks. And then they started taking money out of my checks for breaks that I wasn't taking. And I was like, I didn't take a break. Why are you taking money out for breaks that I'm not taking? And then I quit. No, and then I remember one time I was working and he's like, yeah, you have to work tonight until 3 in the morning. And I was like, I can't do that. I'm 17. That's literally illegal. And he's like, okay, but you have to stay here. And I was like, I have school at 6 in the morning. I can't work here until 3 in the morning. That makes no sense. I wouldn't have time to go to bed and get up for school. The odd ones out needs a second chance. I was not sending him hate in that video. I really don't care if he doesn't believe in shifting. I just wanted to debunk the misinformation that he spread about shifting because now people believe the things that he said and they were untrue. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, they can't take away pay for a break. Yeah. And they don't make people use gloves to cook your food. So you shouldn't eat there anyways, because they literally don't put gloves on to cook your food. Even though they tell you that they do, they definitely don't. Shifters got so much hate from the Odd Ones Out fans. Facts. Oh, it's okay. I mean, I'm better now. That's just why I don't eat there, because I'm like, it's a corrupt company. It's a corrupt company. I don't like them. No, I know who Hawkmoth is. Jack in the trash box. Facts. You know, we can end their business with the gloves part. Yeah, for realsies. Did you get to meet Luca? Yes. Jack in the Box is a corrupt company. I had a TikTok where I like showed all the things that one of my supervisor broke in front of me. That was like back in the day. And then he locked me out because he got mad at me. And I was like, it is literally freezing out here. I cheated on a wake-up call with Starbucks. This is the only drink I like from Starbucks. So, yeah. You should have left. Well, the thing is, they were the only place that would let a minor work 40 hours a week. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll do that. Even though it's super illegal to work a minor for 40 hours a week, I rigged the system. I didn't really rig this system. I just used it to my benefit. How are you? I love you. I want to hug you. Hi. I miss you. How are you? Good? I love you. Are you in a good mood today? Because you don't seem like you're in a good mood, but now you're purring, so I can't tell. Vanilla bean, and then I put raspberry syrup in it too, because it tastes really good. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'm Gushers. I'm gonna eat all the Gushers. So, do y'all want to hear about my question mark DR? That was too many question marks, but yeah. It's pretty interesting. I've had some people confront me on it. So basically, that is the true DR, I guess. Because I guess I won't have Gushers if I can't open them. The first time I had Gushers in my life, I was 18. So if that tells you anything about me. Can I not open these? Bruh. Okay, so the true DR, I don't know what to name it. I just call it a question mark DR because I don't know what to name it. I call it the true DR because I didn't script. I scripted the bare minimum. I did the same thing with my George DR, but I literally was like, we're going the full run, right? The full run. Like, we're gonna start from year 1. So the only thing I have that's like scripted, which I don't even have a physical script for it because I don't know, built different, I guess. But I made it so I don't die. First year starts at 14. So everyone's like way older first year. The plot is still the same though. And then I also scripted that the hat wouldn't say that I shifted. That way I could get sorted into my true house. Which is how I figured out that Pottermore lied to me and I'm not actually a Slytherin. Oscar, I swear to God, what are you doing? I can't do this today. I can't do this today. I can't do this today! I can't do this today. I can't. So, I got sorted into Gryffindor. Which I did not expect. Have you never talked about Draco? Okay, I used to talk about Draco all the time in the original story times I put up. But then, Oscar, what are you doing? But then I took them down because I was getting a lot of hate. So, yeah, Oscar, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Thank you. Like, I remember I mentioned that my birthday was the day before Draco's birthday, and then everyone was like, unimportant. I've never dated Draco, and I most likely never will. But I got sorted into Gryffindor. The hat asked me, it was like, oh, do you prefer Slytherin? Because if you prefer Slytherin, I'll put you in. But I didn't prefer Slytherin, so I got put into Gryffindor. I was like, I don't really care. I was like, just put me in the house I belong in. And then I was like, okay, well, your bravery shows that it's gotta be Gryffindor. And I was like, when the fuck was I brave? Okay, bet. So I go to Gryffindor. And I make besties with this kid named Neville, who I've like rarely ever talked to. Aren't you a Hufflepuff? No, I've never been a Hufflepuff. Like, I used to think I was a Slytherin because Pottermore said I was a Slytherin, but then I got sorted into Gryffindor. And let me tell you, this year was intense. I made friends with bestie Neville from Hufflepuff. And then I made friends with bestie Cedric, who doesn't like it when I call him bestie. That's fine. Because I'm still going to call him bestie. Neville is a Gryffindor. Wait, why is everyone confused? I'm in Gryffindor. Neville is in Gryffindor. Cedric is in Hufflepuff. And you know what? I got so mad at Cedric. I got so mad at him. Because then, you know what happened? You know what happened? Oh, it made me so... Cho calls Cedric bestie. And he's fine! He's fine with that. I know I said Cedric was a Hufflepuff. Cedric, Hufflepuff, not Neville. I said when I was in Gryffindor, I met bestie Neville. And then I said my other bestie's in Hufflepuff named Cedric. Luna doesn't go to school in my DR yet. I am in like the summer between my first and second year. So Luna isn't there yet. But yeah, so then Cho's like, oh, Cedric's my bestie. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So that really made me mad. And I was like, so she can call you bestie. And he's like, it's different when you call me bestie. And I was like, why? What makes it different? And he's like, it's just different, Monique. And I was like, ah! Offended. Shouldn't matter on who calls him. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why do you care so much if I call you bestie? I'm still gonna call him bestie. I'm still gonna call him bestie. So then we were at this party, Seth and I, and I thought it would be really funny to like pretend to be Cedric, because if you don't know me, like if you're friends with me, I will literally sit there and I'll be like, so I'm you now, and then I'll get up and I'll literally be the most dramatic version of you, like the most hyperbolic version of you. Literally with any of my friends, I'll be like, look guys, I'm this person. Like it's my way of being friends with you. I don't know how to explain it. It's my love language. If I pretend to be you, it just means I love you. So I stand on a table and I was like, what's up guys? I'm Cedric. What's up? Yeah, fist bump. You ready for the Quidditch game? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good at riding brooms, if you know what I mean. And this bitch, Cedric! He gets on the fucking table and he just, like, he grabs my face and he's like, that's not how I act. I was like, yo, what the fuck? It definitely is how he acts, by the way. Would just like to put it out there. I couldn't really talk because I was, like, shocked that he just, like, grabbed me and was like, that's not how I act. I was like, ah. Okay. Sorry. My bad. I'm Cedric! I'm Cedric. Yo, what's up? I'm Cedric. Hey, what you doing? I had to. So, where did Oscar go? Oh. My mom called Ron ugly. Bro, what are you doing? Shoddy! Shoddy, like a melody. Stop clinging coins. mom isn't wrong. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. So, this bitch Cedric, he gets mad at me for pretending to. He wasn't actually mad. He was just joking. I don't know why he grabbed me though. Anyways, so then I'm trying to study and he's distracting. Never study with Cedric. Never do it. Because, yeah, do you have a love life in your DR? Depends on the DR. Like in some of them, I mean, in my George DR I do, in my Ron DR I do, in my Alina DR I do, but in this DR, no. So I'm trying to study. And this bitch, Cedric. He's so distracting. And he's sitting there talking about Quidditch. And I was like, I don't know anything about Quidditch. And he was like, how do you not know anything about Quidditch? You're a pureblood. And I was like, yeah, I don't know anything about Quidditch. Can you teach me? And he was like, are you being serious? And I was like, I've never heard of Quidditch before. And I was like, Cedric, I think you forget I'm a first year. And he was like, Monique? You're a pureblood? And I was like, I don't know what Quidditch is. So then I was like, okay, teach me. I don't have a name for this DR. I literally call it question mark DR. And then he's like, there is no way you don't know what Quidditch is. So then, after studying, I go to eat. And then that night in my fucking dorm, Hermione's like, Monique, you do know what Quidditch is, right? And I was like, I know this bitch Cedric set her up to this. And I was like, no, Hermione, I know nothing about Quidditch. Nothing about Quidditch. Nothing about Quidditch. Sorry, I don't know anything about it. And she was like, are you being serious? I know what Quidditch is. And I'm a Muggleborn. And I was like, damn. Lucky fucking you, Hermione. Shut up. So, I'm just gonna keep pretending I don't know what it is. I keep on going. And I'm like, and all these people start asking me. And then Neville's like, do you know what Quidditch is? And I was like, no. Why are you asking me this? I was like, Cedric said he would teach me what Quidditch was. And I just keep pranking everybody. Everyone's like, do you know what Quidditch is? And I was like, Cedric still hasn't taught me. I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. And so he's like, you really don't know what Quidditch is? And I was like, did you think I lied? How would I know? How would I know? I'm a first year. And he's like, why do all the other first years know what it is? And I was like, you know what, Cedric? Don't ask me. Ask the other first years. Ask the other first years. Did someone, wait, what the hell is happening? Little honey, what have to do with it? Oh wasn't me. You know what, Nikki? I know it was you. Anyways, let me continue. So, no, my Alina DR is only one DR. My name is not Alina. My name is Monique. And this is like the true DR because I have like my family in this, like this reality. I get sorted into my true house. It's like true. I don't know what the hell to call it. So in this DR, my name is Monique. Okay, anyways, so this bitch Cedric. I was like, clearly since, ow, what the hell? Since I was like, I've proved that I don't know what Quidditch is. Clearly. So you have to teach me how to play Quidditch. And then he's like, okay, fine. So we go out to the pitch. Now let me tell you, in my Alina DR, I'm a beater, and I'm a pretty good beater. So I'm like, now I'm gonna have to fucking fake that I don't know how to do Quidditch because I've literally played Quidditch before. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, Cedric, what do you do in Quidditch? And he was like, well, that depends on the role you're playing. Do you know how to fly a broom? And I was like, no. You're in your first year, but how old are you? I am 14. What drugs did you take? Genuinely, like what? No! Calm down. What drug? Come here. Come here. What's your problem? Why are you? Don't look at me. Anyways, so where was I? Oh! He's like, oh, do you even know how to ride a broom? What are you doing now? What are you doing? What are you doing? I never understand you. I don't get it. You're coming up to me and scratching me? Stop! Gosh, a literal psychopath. A literal psychopath. So, yo, where did... So I was like, can you teach me how to play Quidditch? Like, cause I don't really know. And oh yeah, the broom. What are you doing? That's it. What? What are you doing? What? Okay. So, I was like, no, Cedric, I don't know how to ride a broom. And Cedric is just like, okay. So he gets on the broom with me, and I'm like, what is going on right now? So then I can't even explain what he did. Oh my God. So he has like one arm like over my shoulder on the front of the broom, and I'm like, damn, okay, he's really just like gonna on the broom right now. And he's like, okay, so when you want to lift off, just push your feet off the ground. And I was like, okay, I will. So I push my feet off the ground, right? And yeah, I have a link in my community tab if you want to go on the Discord. And I lifted my feet on the ground, and this boy puts his hand on my hip, and I'm like, okay, damn, what the hell is happening right now? Right the hell now. So and I lift off, and then he's like, okay, you need to lean forward if you want to go faster or more forward. And he's like, if you think that you want to go down, you're going to start going down. If you think you're going to fall, you're going to lose balance. And I was like, okay, sounds good. So I just start flying, and then he's like, see, you're flying really good. You've done this before. And I was like, no, I haven't. I've never flown a broom before, which was only half a lie. And so he's like, okay, I'll believe you. And we're whizzing around. Then we land, and he's like, okay, now let's get into other positions. And I was like, huh? What? Bestie, what did you say? And he's like, can you stop calling me bestie? And then he's like, here is a bat. You're going to pretend to be a beater. And I was like, what? A beater? A beater? And I'm like, bestie, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do this today, bestie. And he was like, of course you can. And I was thinking like, oh, I can't do this because I am a good beater. So, and then I go up again, and he gets onto his own broom, and he starts tossing it. And I'm pretty good at it because I'm a good beater. I'm a good beater. And he's like, you've definitely done this before. And I was like, I swear I haven't. And I was like, what do you play? You're on Quidditch, right? And he's like, yeah, I've played Quidditch. And I was like, yeah, so what position do you play? And he was like, seeker. And I was like, okay, teach me how to do that. And so we're going, and he's like, you have to catch it. And I'm really bad at this because I can't catch anything, just like feelings. Okay, sorry, I had to. And I was like, I can't really do this. This is hard. And he's like, okay, now I'm starting to believe that you haven't done this before. And I was like, because I haven't, because I don't know what Quidditch is. Anyways, he ends up teaching me about all the positions. So now, if you guys want to battle me in Quidditch, I'll kick your ass. What's your fave DR? Definitely like Myelina DR, but I'm kind of vibing with this specific DR. So anyways, then I was like, I want to make a Polyjuice potion. And he's like, why would you make a Polyjuice potion? And I was like, because I want to look like you. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, let's go. So we go to the fucking place. Hold on, I'm getting my charger. Ignore my room. So we go to the place. Oh my god. So get potions out of the cabinet. And God, he has to, like, the ingredient I needed was all the way at the top, right? And I'm pretty short. And I didn't script my height to be any different. So then I was like, I can't reach that. And he's like, you can't reach that? Why? Because you're short? And I was like, and then I was like, wait a damn minute. I didn't script myself to be shorter. And I was like, no, Cedric, because that is a tall shelf. You can't even reach that. And he's like, okay, I got it. And then he, like, oh my god. So he goes down, and then he gets his hands like this, and he's like, okay, step on my hand, and I will lift you up. And I was like, okay, cool. So he starts lifting me up, and I grab the ingredient, and then he fucking he dropped me, and then I was about to fall, and he like caught me, and I was like, And then fucking Professor Snape walks in. I quickly shove the ingredients like in the back, because I was like, I'm not having fucking Professor Snape come for me. And I like freaked out. Cedric like completely like lets go of me, backs away, and I was like, hi, Professor. And he was like, what are you two doing in here? And I was like, and he's like, oh, I get it. You two are trying to hook up in here. And I was like, yo, bestie vibes only. Bestie vibes only. Bestie vibes only. And I was like, Professor, hear me out. Hear me out. just needed some ingredients for liquid luck. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I really want to get ahead in my classes and do the right thing. And I was like, I'm so sorry that I came in here without your permission. It's just that I couldn't find you, Professor. And Cedric's like, damn, what the fuck? Because I literally was like, so fast on it. And he was like, I see. You two are free to go then. But I will be talking with your headmasters. And I was like, okay, sorry. So then we walk out, and this fucking yellow McMuffin Cedric bitch is laughing. And I'm like, it is not funny. There's nothing funny, Cedric. And he's like, yeah, that actually was really funny. And I was like, none of this was funny. None of this was funny. Hi, Emily. I'm talking about my bestie. My bestie. So this yellow McMuffin bitch, he keeps fucking laughing. And I'm like, that's not fucking funny. Why are you laughing, Cedric? There's nothing funny about the situation. Snape was about to K.I. double hockey sticks us. Yo, Emily, what the fuck? Emily, I'm about to mute your ass. I'm about to mute your ass. Anyways, so I start making this Polyjuice potion, and he's all like, why do you need this Polyjuice potion? And I was like, I just told you, Cedric, I want to look like you. And he was like, what? Why? And I was like, you know what, Cedric? You'll make fun of me for being short if I look like you. Anyways, so I make this Polyjuice potion, and I have to wait for a year. Not a year, what the hell? Why did I say a year? So I have to wait for a month. Anyways, so I'm waiting for my fucking Polyjuice potion after I stole the ingredients. Snape never suspected a thing. And then Neville is like, why do you want to look like Cedric anyways? And I was like, who doesn't want to look like Cedric? And Neville was like, I hate to tell you this, but I really don't want to look like Cedric. No, when did I say I liked Cedric? I never said I liked Cedric. Yo, what? Where are y'all getting assumptions? On FaceTime. No, Emily, actually, you said, do you like Cedric? And I said, and then you're like, do you like Cedric? And I was like, I didn't answer. We're besties. Yo, what? No, I did not say that. I did not say that. I did not say that. Deny. I did not say that. I did not say anything about... No, I did not. Actually, I think I specifically remember saying, I don't like Cedric's friends. Specifically, John. No, I don't want to say anything. I think I'm gonna continue with my story. Cedric is disappointed in you. I will whoop you. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I'm turning red because I just got off of work. So, yeah. And I'm loving. I always laugh. It's only been 58 minutes since work ended. Don't come for me. So, I gotta breathe. Hold up. This is what I do to Sarah when she's messing around with my head too much. I don't look at her. Okay. Hi guys, I'm looking at you again. I can't. It's just like real life. I look at people and I laugh. Anyways, so. I've never seen you like this. This is literally how I am in real life. If you talk to me in real life. I don't even remember where I was. I don't even remember where I was. I was talking about Neville. I remember that. Oh! Neville was asking me why I wanted to look like Cedric. Bitch, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. So I was like, who wouldn't want to look like Cedric? And then he was like, I don't want to look like Cedric. And I was like, okay, well, I want to look like Cedric, so I'm going to look like Cedric. And he was like, why would you want to look like Cedric? And I was like, why don't you want to look like Cedric? And he's like, I feel perfectly fine not looking like Cedric. And I was like, why? And he was like, you know, Monique, you can look like Cedric, but it's just a little weird. And I was like, a little weird? Neville, hop off of my dick. And he was like, You're what? Okay, bye, Emily. I love you. And so we enter the common room, and my buddies Ron, Harry, and Hermione are chilling, and Hermione's like, finally, normal people. And I was like, what? And she's like, sorry, Ron and Harry are being annoying gits per usual. You're so lucky that you don't talk to them. You'd want to die if you spoke to Harry or Ron, especially Ron, Monique. I don't think you guys would get along at all. And I was like, damn, okay, what the hell are you on about? And she's like, these two are so annoying. They don't even read. And I was like, oh, okay. And then Neville's like, normal? You think she's normal? She wants to look like Diggory, that Hufflepuff guy. And then Hermione was like, what? Why do you want to look like that Hufflepuff kid? And I was like, do you not want to look like the Hufflepuff kid? And she was like, no, I don't really want to look like him. And I was like, okay, well, you do you. Harry and Ron come up, and they're like, what's going on? And then Hermione's like, I guess Monique wants to look like a Hufflepuff. And I was like, not just any Hufflepuff, my bestie. And then Harry was like, wait, you guys are friends? And I was like, yeah, me and Cedric. And he was like, I thought you guys were dating the whole time. And I was like, what? And I was like, no, we're just friends. We're best friends. And then Harry was like, I've never been more confused in my life. She's just a friend. No, Monique, no, wait, what are you talking about? I said he's just a friend. So, then Ron was like, I don't know why you thought they were dating. I never thought they were dating. And then Harry was like, they're literally always together. And then he's like, yeah, I'm always with you, but I'm not dating you. And then Harry was like, we're both friends though. And I was like, yeah, just like me and Cedric. And Ron was like, yeah, see, I understood that. And I was like, Harry, I don't think you have any idea what's going on. So then I was like, now, if you two don't mind, I think I'm gonna go to bed. Because I had to put in that Hermione quote. And then Hermione was like, yeah, I'm going to bed too. Anyways, so we go upstairs, la 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 la. And we go to bed. Anyways, the next day, Cedric was like, okay, so since you know how to play Quidditch, are you gonna try out for the team? And I was like, no. And he's like, yeah, next year you should try out for the team. And I was like, no, I'm not going to try out for the team, sorry. And he was like, why? You're really good at being a beater. You could try out for the beater position on the Gryffindor team. And I was like, huh? No, I could never be a beater. My other reality is quaking right now. Have you seen the Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff common room? I've seen both. Because in my Alina DR, I am a Ravenclaw, and then in this DR, I was Cedric for a little bit. So I went into the Hufflepuff common room when I was Cedric, but we'll get into that soon. Which house throws the best parties? Definitely Gryffindor. I have to be honest, it's Gryffindor. So I was like, I could never be a beater. And he was like, you did really good, so you should try out for being a beater. And I was like, absolutely not. And then his asshole fucking friends come along, and they're like, oh, did you do this today? Did you do this today? Cedric. And I'm like, oh my god, they're so annoying. And then they're like, oh yeah, is this the Gryffindor girl that you always hang out with? And I was like, please don't talk to me. Do Ravenclaw parties suck? No, they're super fun. I really like Ravenclaw parties too. And then John is like, I've heard a lot about you, Foster. And I was like, thanks. That's cool. That's really cool. And then he was like, oh, right. Didn't your mom marry a muggle? And I was like, huh? I was like, why are you worried about my mom? And he's like, well, your mom was dating your dad, who's a pureblood, so why did she marry a muggle after? And I was like, that's not really your business or my business. John, I was like, what, in the Hufflepuff right now? So then, after a little while, we got our potion, and I was like, Cedric, bestie, I can officially be you. And he was like, are you really going to do this? And I was like, clearly, yes, the fuck I am. And then I swigged it, and then boom, I was Cedric. And I was like, okay, Cedric, the first thing I want to do as you is go to your dorm. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, I want to go to your... And he was like, wait, where was I? Anyways, so I was like, Cedric, I want to go to your dorm as you. And he's like, you're gonna go to my dorm? And I was like, yeah, clearly I do. I was like, go. And he's like, but then you would know the Hufflepuff common room password. And I was like, I can plug my ears, Cedric. And he's like, okay, Monique, I mean this in the nicest way, but I can't talk to you while you look like me. And I was like, can you let me in the room at least, please? And he's like, okay, fine. And then he's like, but you have to actually plug your ears and I say the password. So, Oscar, come here. What are you doing? So, Oscar! I just fed you this morning. You're supposed to be on a diet. Oscar, if you get fat, it's not my fault. So, wait. So, we get to the Hufflepuff common room, and he's like, you need to plug your ears. And I was like, okay, fine. And so I plugged my ears. I didn't have to move my hair out of the way, though, because I had Cedric's hair. I'm the better Cedric, by the way, guys, just so you know. So we go into the common room, and he's like, okay, you need to come here fast. And I was like, damn, you're really just gonna grab me? And he just grabs me, pulls me into his fucking dorm room, and then, like, locks the door. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, you know, typically when I hang out with people, they don't lock me in their bedroom, Cedric. And he was like, okay, we see this would be super, hashtag Monique is a better Cedric. Literally, I am. And he was like, okay, well, usually when I have friends hang out with me, they don't look exactly like me. And I was like, okay, so? And he's like, you're not even supposed to be in the Hufflepuff common room. If everyone sees me walking with me, they're gonna freak out. And I was like, oh, right, I look like you. And I was like, oh, finally, I can do the best Cedric impression now. And I was like, what's up? My name is Cedric. And I was like, and I do like being called bestie. And he was like, Monique, will you stop that? And I was like, oh, no, I won't. You are a fake Cedric. And he was like, I'm not a fake Cedric. You're the fake Cedric. And I was like, clearly, I am the real Cedric because I'm in my dorm. And he was like, this is actually my dorm. And I was like, okay. And how do you know? And he was like, okay, if this is your dorm, Cedric, which bed is yours? And I was like, good question. Cedric, which bed is yours? And then he's like, so I am the real Cedric. And I was like, no. No, you're not. And I was like, clearly the only person I am is Cedric, and that is me. And he was like, no, it's not. And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then I start like looking around his room because I was like, oh yeah, I'm in his room right now. And then I was like, you have a lot of brooms. And he's like, well, I've been going to this school longer than you. And I was like, yeah, but you have more brooms than I thought you would. And he was like, how do you think I had a broom for you to ride on? And I was like, that's a good question. I don't know. And then I was like, so did you always play Quidditch before Hogwarts? And he was like, yeah, I've been playing since I was 10 years old. And I was like, wow, that's a really long time. We all have your scenarios. We're just too afraid to admit it. Cedric versus Cedric. Cedric shall win. He did not look like Robert. Not in this reality. But yeah. Will the real Cedric please stand up? Please stand up. Yeah, exactly. I'm the real Cedric, guys! It's me. And then I was like, wow, that's a really long time. And he's like, yeah, that's why I'm confused on why you didn't know how to play Quidditch. And I was like, well, yeah. I mean, my parents never taught me. And he was like, okay, I don't believe you. And I was like, what? You literally taught me how to play yourself. You were there. And he's like, yeah, I think it was a trick. And I was like, how is it a trick? And then he was like, wait a second. And I was like, what? And I was like, and then he's like, you know what? For being Cedric, your hair is getting mighty long. And I was like, And then I realized my hair is fucking growing back out. And I was like, you're not funny. You know this potion doesn't last forever, right? I have to keep drinking it. And then he's like, just stop drinking it so I don't have to hide you in my bedroom. And I was like, okay, fine. I'm not gonna drink it then. Here you go, Cedric. You can drink it. And he was like, why would I need to drink it? I'm like, clearly so you can look like Cedric. And he was like, but I am Cedric. And I was like, no, you're not. You're fake Cedric. What year is this in? This was in first year, but we're not 11. We are, okay, so I'm 14. He's older than me. Just so y'all know, he's older than me in that reality. So I'm the same year as the Golden Trio. But I'm 14 in first year. Why were you pretending to be Cedric? I wanted to look like him because I've never, okay, I was genuinely curious on what it would be like to take the Polyjuice potion as a guy. So I was like, oh, I want to do that with Cedric. And Cedric was like, okay, I guess. Like, he was like nonchalant about it. Was the common room pretty? Yeah, but honestly, the prettiest common room is definitely the Ravenclaw common room. As a trans guy, how does it feel? It feels really... I don't even know if I should like get into the details of it, but it's definitely like very different than having a female body, I guess. Like, I don't know, you know how like when you're sitting and like, I can't explain this in an appropriate way. I don't know, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling, let me tell you that. But It was very interesting, like, I don't know. Cedric's a lot stronger than I am, like, I guess I was much more stiff? Stiff? Question mark? Yeah, I was... I don't know how to explain it. Stiff where? No, not like that, like... Anyways. So, not much longer after, I'm like, you know what, Cedric, I've had a really big question for you. And he's like, what is it? And I was like, so, are you Team Edward or Team Jacob? And he was like, what? And I was like, Team Edward or Team Jacob? And he's like, what am I picking a team for? And I was like, Cedric, are you Team Edward and Team Jacob? Which one are you? And he was like, what am I picking a team for? He's like, you always do like these weird tricks on me, and I just want to know that this isn't a weird game where you suddenly look like me the next day. And I was like, okay, Cedric, it's just a question. It's nothing deep. It's literally just an inside joke. And he's like, an inside joke with who? And I was like, me, myself. It's an inside joke with myself. I understand the joke. I know it. Now please answer. And he's like, do I have to pick a team? And I was like, yes. And he was like, I guess I'm gonna go with Team Jacob. And I was like, Team Jacob? Really? And he was like, yeah. Why? And I was like, nothing, no reason. I just think it's funny. And he's like, was that the wrong choice? And I was like, no, Cedric, it's not the wrong choice at all. And I was like, you know what? Team Jacob is underrated. And he's like, underrated with who? You said the joke was with yourself. And I was like, it is with myself, but it's underrated with myself. And he's like, why, are you Team Edward? Should I have picked Edward? And I was like, no, Cedric, it's not that deep. And he was like, are you sure it's not that deep? Because you really think my answer is funny. And I was like, it's not that deep. But your answer is funny. It is funny. Sorry. And then it was time for us to go. So we rode the train together, and I was like, damn, this summer is gonna be so boring. And he was like, why is it gonna be boring? And I was like, this entire year I've been entertaining myself by hanging out with you, but all summer I'm gonna be bored because I'm not hanging out with you. And he's like, you're gonna be bored because you're not hanging out with me? What do you do if you go to your Gryffindor common room? Are you just bored? And I'm like, honestly, Cedric, yes, I am bored. And he was like, okay, well, have a boring summer, I guess. And then he kissed my forehead, and I was like, don't worry, Cedric, I won't forget you over summer. And I left the train, and I... What the fuck? Please tell me what your blue balling said. Hey, yo, what? I'm not. So, I... Starbucks to drink to calm myself down. so then I see my parents, and my parents were like, oh, how was your first year at school? And I was like, oh, it was so good. I learned how to play Quidditch. And my mom was like, oh, wow, I didn't even realize I never taught you how to play Quidditch. And I was like, yeah, I've never played Quidditch. And she was like, I'm sorry I never taught you. And I was like, it's okay, my friend taught me. And she was like, oh, so you made friends? And I was like, did you think I wasn't gonna make friends? And she was like, no, I didn't think that at all. I just know that you can get nervous against other people that are your age. So I was just worried that you were gonna get nervous and not want to make friends. And I was like, what? I'm in Gryffindor, how would I be nervous? And she was like, I honestly don't know why or how you got into Gryffindor, but I'm proud of you. And I was like, thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. And she's like, so tell me what your friends are like. And I was like, well, I'm friends with mostly guys. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, okay, just tell me about your friends. And I was like, well, I made friends with one girl. And she was like, okay, what's her name? And I was like, oh, her name's Hermione Granger. And she was like, Hermione Granger? And she's like, I don't think I've heard of that name, Granger. And I was like, oh yeah, well, that's because she's a Muggle-born. And she was like, oh, that's really cool. And I was like, yeah. And we get in the car, and I was like, hey, Clarissa, what's up? And she's like, hi. And I was like, I'm telling Mom about my new friends. And then I was like, I also made friends with Neville Longbottom. And she's like, Longbottom? And I was like, mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she was like, anyone else? And I was like, oh, I'm also friends with this kid named Cedric Diggory. And she's like, isn't he a little old to be hanging out with you? And I was like, I'm fun to hang out with, Mom. Sorry. I was like, Cedric is my bestie, my most interesting friend for sure. And then she was like, okay, Monique, if you say so. And we get back to the house, and we eat dinner, and yeah, the rest of it is pretty boring. It's not that interesting. So yeah, but now I'm in the middle of summer, and then I shifted out of there because I got bored. So yeah. What did y'all eat? I don't remember what we ate all the way back then. That was a long time ago. That was like a month and a half-ish ago. I can barely remember what I ate today. What did I eat today? I ate a Starbucks thing. I don't know. Bye. That depends on the magical kid. Some magical kids get sent to Muggle school before they go to Hogwarts, and others of them get homeschooled by their parents. Typically, a pureblood parent is going to homeschool them. As for like me in that specific DR, my question mark DR, my mom homeschooled me. No, she didn't homeschool me. Oh my god. I was homeschooled in my Ron DR. She sent me to Muggle school. But in my Alina DR, I was with Harry, and then in my George DR, I was also homeschooled. And yeah. I use a lot of spells. I really like Alohomora. I usually shift at night. Was Ron sent to a Muggle school? No. All the Weasleys are homeschooled. I have a lot of DRs. I just made a list of all of them and put them on my community tab today. I gotta go, guys. I just got a text. Bye.